Hey!
Yo!
Jess Hilarious.
Good morning.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Friday. Good morning. How y'all feel out there? I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Happy to be here. Another day to serve our beautiful listeners. What's happening?
Why you got them sunglasses on?
Because I'm drunk from last night. That's why.
Crazy.
Okay.
Definitely drunk. I seen him with a lawyer's cup of tequila. I was like, what are you doing with that? He had the same cup all night. I'm like, come on. And then I walked up to him.
You had the same thing all night.
I definitely did have the same thing all night, whatever.
And this morning.
Well, last night y'all went to go see Kendrick Lamar.
We went to go see Kendrick at the MetLife, right?
And
I walked up to this, and SZA. I walked up to him at one point. He was like, yes, yo, I'm so drunk. Like, yo, you're not drunk. Stop trying to be cool. But he had a suite and he treated us to go. So I thought that was really, really dope.
I was not drunk.
So I know you wasn't drunk. You weren't even drinking. Having the same shot for 3 hours is crazy.
I feel a little tipsy right now. Nothing crazy though.
You was drinking a little bit though. It was lit. How was the concert for you?
Why you got your head up like you Stevie Wonder? He got his head up like this.
Such a clown.
Me and Swiss Beach this week. Swiss Beach was at the Met acting blind like Stevie Wonder. He was holding Alicia Keys' arm. Alicia was guiding him around. Alicia had the Stevie Wonder braids.
Oh my God!
Last night was fantastic.
Yeah, how was the show?
The Grand National Tour is an amazing tour. You know what I like seeing? I like seeing people be unapologetically black at the highest levels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that crowd was how many percentage of white people you think, Jess?
Oh, I think it was about maybe like a good 65.
Yeah.
65% white.
What?
Yes.
And they knew every word to everything.
That's dope. That's
But the beauty of Kendrick and the beauty of SZA, especially Kendrick, he's never conformed.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not doing anything to appease anybody. He's making the art that he wants to make, and it's unapologetically black. And you either like it, you love it, or you don't like it. But it seems like a lot of people love it because they was in the MetLife last night having a ball.
Yes,
my kids went last night. They said they really enjoyed it. My daughter is a huge SZA fan, so she says she loved it. She was like, SZA can really sing live.
Yes.
It sounded amazing. So they had a great time last night. I took the kids to go. I took the other kids to go see Wicked on Broadway. So we went to go see Wicked on Broadway. Have you seen it yet?
No. How was it?
It was
like
great. It was great. It was long. It was long for the younger kids, but it was really, 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 really good. We had a great time last night. Show started at 7, ended at about 10:10.
Same.
Yeah,
Same.
10:10. So
Hell no, ain't no sense.
All right, 11:45 is when
Yes.
it ended.
10:45.
I was
It's
like,
actually
yo, they
10:45.
ended 4 times like church.
And by the way, if you're going to the show tonight, they start on time.
On time, yes, they do.
Mustard starts at I think 7:15.
He goes until 7:45.
7:45.
And Kendrick starts not 8:01, but 8. No, 8.
Yes.
Not 8:14, 8:15. Not
Yes.
8:20, 8:15 on the dot.
8:15 on the dot.
And him and SZA show is intertwined, and
Yep.
they get off stage at like 10:45. So they are not playing in no way, shape, or form.
And when they are done, you look at the clock. It's literally 11:45.
10:45.
10:45. It
Yes.
felt like 11:45.
Right on the dot.
Because I'm still tired. Yes. This is the makeup from last night, and this the outfit from last night. But you know how you
Dope
wear
outfit.
Nobody really saw you.
And nobody really saw me. Not
I'm
enough
at
people
you.
saw me. So I was like, I'm wearing this.
I'm wearing it
today.
again. That's right.
By the way, you
Yes,
and
they
Chris
were.
was killing it last night. They walked in
Thank
like they
you.
was about to perform after Mustard. Like it was gonna be
Yeah.
Mustard, Chris and Jess, and then Kendrick
Yo,
and SZA.
you're a clown.
For real.
Thank you. We did.
Hey, there was a part of the show last night where they got a sketch, and SZA turns this Kendrick and goes, "All your fans are Mexican." Right?
That was so messed
And Chris
up.
goes, "That's effed up." Chris goes, "That's crazy. That's
not.
crazy."
Whatever, yo. Then Chris walks up and asks, like, he's like, "Dang, we got wings and ain't no tacos."
Ain't no taco.
I'm like, "Excuse me, Chris, come on. That's not the first thing you're gonna say to this man." Yes. I was like, "Come on, babe. Come on. Stop. It's not Tuesday."
Was he joking or was he serious?
No, he wasn't.
Are you gonna
No,
get a taco?
he was serious. He
Wow.
loved tacos and all that stuff.
We had a good time.
It was a
last
really,
night.
really good time.
My daughter's a huge SZA fan. This is the second SZA concert I've been to in 2 years because I took her to the SOS show last year, and her and her friends wanted to go see SZA again this year.
And they went crazy. Her friends,
They love
Charlamagne
SZA.
daughter is cool. She like real cool. Her friends went crazy when SZA popped up out that ground. All the girls,
What's
everybody,
stupid?
it was great. She's like literally like the black Taylor Swift.
Barely.
I'm telling
Somebody
you,
else said that last
it was
night. I
so
believe that.
loud. Yes, Chris
said that. Yeah,
yes, like she's like the black Taylor Swift. Like everybody scream ah, and I know we gotta get into the show.
Maybe Taylor
But
Swift's a
look,
white SZA.
But Loren, But Loren walked through the...
Oh, Loren was there?
Yes, but she came late. Why did Charlamagne run up to us when we came in, right? Me and Chris got there a second. He run up to us, yo, guess what? I said, well, he was like, Loren got her hair done. I'm like, why is this a PSA and why are you so excited?
Why you say it like that?
Don't ever say that. Like, oh, okay, she's getting her hair done.
All I ever wanted was a black Grand National.
Jesus, all right. Well, today on the show, Miss Pat will be joining us.
Big Pat.
Miss Pat Settles It comes back Wednesday, 10 p.m. on BET. And Emma Grede will be joining us.
Emma Grede getting a lot of money. Emma Grede is the CEO of CEO and co-founder of Good American. She's a founding partner of Skims, and she has she got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah,
he's drunk. He can't remember. He's drunk.
I like Emma. Emma dope.
Charlamagne say she got a lot of stuff
Emma dope. I like Emma. She's really dope.
Well, let's get the show cracking. Start off with some
Kendrick, man.
And SZA. You got Kendrick and SZA?
30 for 30.
There we go. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Start off with some sports. The Timberwolves beat the Warriors last night, 117-93. All right. What's up, Morgan?
Good morning and happy Friday, y'all. How y'all feeling?
Peace, Morgan. Blessed, black, and highly favored. How are you, ma'am?
Oh, I'm doing good. I love to hear it. All right, so let's get into it. First up on the front page, a new pope has been elected, and he's an American from Chicago, the South Side to be exact.
Drill Pope.
Drill Pope.
Drill Pope.
Now, Pope Leo XIV is the first American pope in the Catholic Church's history. White smoke rose from the chimney of the Sistine Chapel around 6 p.m. yesterday, Vatican time. Deafening cheers and bells rang with tens of thousands of people packed in St. Peter's Square to celebrate. Now, the 69-year-old was formerly Cardinal Robert Francis Provost, born and raised in Chicago's South Side, and he then selected that name, Leo. His brothers, John and Louis Provost, shared how they felt following the announcement. Let's take a listen to them.
It's totally unreal, totally surreal, and it's a tremendous, tremendous thing to take in, but it's something to be very proud of.
Shocking, surprising, exciting. I'm almost speechless. It's just mind-blowing that my brother was elected Pope.
I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea what any of this means. I didn't know what the Pope's nationality was before.
Well, it was never American. Never the first time, so this is a big deal.
America. Yeah, he was from South America. It only took 2 days and 5 rounds for votes for cardinals to select the new pope. More than 130 cardinals from around the world have cast their ballots to replace Pope Francis. Now, Leo, interesting facts about him. He attended Villanova in Philadelphia. He was also in Peru for 2 decades, where he became a bishop and a naturalized citizen of the country. He's been serving in the Vatican, where he oversaw a selection of new bishops, and he's been seen as the centrist and on some key issues, social issues, as he is also viewed as progressive. Interesting fact: a noted genealogist says that Pope Leo is the 14th has an ancestry of Creole ancestry of color with roots from New Orleans on his mother's side. The U.S. Census shows that Robert Pope, his late mother was a mixed race daughter of a Haitian-born father and a Creole mother.
And to the Pope.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that's just some interesting facts about the Pope. It doesn't look like we have much time for the next story, but I will say that Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy is calling for massive investment in the country's air traffic control system. We talked about it yesterday, and matter of fact, I'll just get more into that in the 7 o'clock hour.
So is the Pope like a priest? Like what kind of reverence is the Pope supposed to have? He's not royalty, right?
He's the highest in the church.
Yes, he is the highest priest. In fact, they call him Holy Father.
Yeah, they say after God is the Pope. That's what they say.
So what about Jesus?
Well, that's what I mean. After God and Jesus,
hierarchy,
you know? Hierarchy, yes. He's his highest.
What about Moses? This guy, come on now. The Pope can't be third in line.
All right, come on. Don't keep naming all of them.
I'm just saying.
The Bible.
The Pope ain't in the Bible.
Oh my goodness.
No, you're not.
I don't know though. That's what I'm saying. Catholics.
The right department. That's 2 different departments.
Not the right department.
The Pope ain't in the Bible. Like, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Has he walked on water? Has he turned, water into Hennessy?
But he did say that he said the Knicks are going to win. He said he put his arm around Jalen Brunson, Hart, and Mikal Bridges because they all went to Villanova, so he knows them well. And he says the Knicks got it this year.
How old is he? Don't they have to be
White
like
Sox
90?
fan, which is interesting. He's a White Sox fan, Chicago.
Well, salute to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
How old is he?
What?
Yeah, I just felt like doing that.
Okay, nice. I see what you did.
Yes.
What else, Morgan?
That's it. Everybody else, Morgan, we'll see you next time. I'm sorry, Morgan. The class went out last night and they're a little tipsy. That's, sorry.
It's all good. And he's 69, Jess. He's 69.
Who did the 69? He's a little young.
Oh, Lord. Here we go. Yeah.
The Popes?
Oh, my goodness. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051.
Black Grand National.
800-585-1051. Get it off your chest. Let us know how you feeling. Have you ever been to work with a drunk coworker? Maybe that's how you feel right now. Oh boy, it's gonna be a long one. It's the breakfast pause.
Oh, God damn. Jesus Christ.
It's the breakfast club. Come on.
The Breakfast Club. It's a new day. This is your time to get it off your chest. Wake up. Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on the Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning, DJ Envy. How are you, sir?
Uh-oh, I'm doing well. How are you, sir?
How are you? You know what this is?
Yeah.
This is Mr. Show Money.
Mr. Show Money.
Mr. Show Money, what up?
What's up, Mr. Show Money?
What's going on, bro? Yo, Envy.
Yes, sir.
I'm about to rap on the show, man. I'm about to go into my deliverables and my post-production. I need a couple of cars, man. I got like 2 CDs left. I've been hitting you up trying to get a couple cars. I'm trying to put this thing together.
My cars, they don't do video shoots.
No, not your cars. Come on, Envy.
What you mean? You let Ciofalo borrow your car for a video shoot?
I let Offset too, but
why would I have to borrow your... Yo,
Safari borrow a car. You can't let anybody borrow a car.
That was a long time ago. I've changed. I've evolved. Yeah, I let Offset too.
Yes, Mr. Show Money.
Hey, what's going on, Jess? I'm sorry. How are you?
What's up, babe? I'm good.
They so rude. Let me speak to the lady on the show, man. My goodness. Listen, Charlamagne.
Yes, sir.
I got a new segment for you. You remember when we was kids, how they had that show, Kids Should Have Done This Thing? You remember that show?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a new segment for y'all. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Envy, what the hell?
Envy, what the hell?
Because sometimes Envy say things, and that's the segment. Like, sometimes, Envy, what the hell?
Yeah, but the beauty about Envy, he don't do it on purpose. That's what make it funny.
Right.
He just retarded.
That's the whole thing. That's why it's a segment.
You can't use that word retarded, sir.
That's why I call him Lil Red Riri.
Who said retarded? Who said that?
Who said that?
Now you deaf.
I didn't say retarded.
Exactly. That man ain't even say that.
You said retarded.
No, I didn't.
What the hell?
Nobody. Listen, real quick before y'all hang up on me, Charlamagne.
Hold on, we gotta go. They said he was gonna. They said don't answer
That's
that line.
so disrespectful.
Yeah,
All right, let me go
but
back.
no.
Mr. Show Money,
somebody else.
Envy hung up on you.
I
Mr.
did not.
Show Money.
How'd I hang up on him when he's there? Hello.
Hello, hello.
Yes.
Hey.
Hello.
Listen, real quick. I just Charlamagne, I'm asking you before I even do this. I know you be calling people about this. I need a little bit of help. I'm at the end of the rope. Can I set up my Cash App? Let me just tell you why.
What the hell?
Okay, my Cash App is King, King Shim. King Shim.
King
Let
Shim?
me tell you why. Yes, Shim, like Mary. It's on my Instagram page, Mr. Show Money.
You should throw him some money, Charlotte.
I'm in post-production. I'm in post-production. I'm trying to get this thing out there this summer, and then we'll be able to get to the finish line.
All right, my brother.
Just a little bit of help.
Charlotte, you gotta help him get to the finish line.
Respect to you, Show Money.
Charlotte,
Listen. I ain't asking. Listen.
you gonna help him get to the finish line?
$5, $7, $10. I ain't trying to. Come on, Envy.
That's right.
You show love.
I got 6 kids. Sorry.
You give a guy $5,000 for no reason, bro. I mean, come on, man.
You give somebody $5,000 for no reason?
You remember back in the day, you found them
We saved a bunch of people money up here on the radio.
You gave somebody $5,000 for no reason?
We
It had to be a reason.
You remember that, Charlamagne?
Nah, that man gave me some head.
You clown them for it.
5,000 for some
Cash App. Remember you doing the house out of Detroit?
Oh my goodness! So I think a family's
remember
house,
that now?
I think a family's house burned down or something like that, and they didn't have no money, no toys, no Christmas.
I ain't never
so
heard that one now.
That was a long time ago on the radio.
It's a new one. I ain't never heard
No, Envy. When you catch up the wrong guy.
Yeah, that happened too. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I cashed out. Remember when I cashed out the wrong
What the
person?
hell? $5,000?
Yeah, thank you, Show
I
Money.
didn't even know you can send that much on Cash App.
Yeah, I said send somebody the wrong money. It was it was like SS, and I just put S, and I sent him $5,000.
Nah, that man.
Did you get it back?
You was paying him for his services.
I did get it back.
His services.
Guys, if you're just listening, Charlamagne and Jess went to see Kendrick last night, and Charlamagne's drunk.
That is not true. Stop making up stuff on this radio.
You didn't go see them last night?
I went to go see.
Yeah, I went to go see them last night. I did cocaine. You can't get drunk. We don't do no alcohol. We do coke. We do cocaine.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on the Breakfast Club.
Trav, help.
What you need help with, Envy? Who's bothering you? Is it Charlamagne?
Yes, he went to go see Kendrick last night.
I went to go see the greatest lyricist of our generation. Well, this generation, whatever generation that was.
Hey, Char, let me tell you something. So I'm gonna tell you something, Char. Whenever you get the J. Cole suite, come holler at me. All right?
I would never. That's no disrespect to J. Cole.
Yes, it is. That's all disrespect.
I just would not do that.
That is disrespect.
I respect J. Cole because he's from the Carolinas. That's just not.
That is disrespect.
No, I just don't. No,
you said I would never. Not like, okay, I would see.
I wouldn't.
You just say never.
I just know I wouldn't.
That's foul.
And that's not a disrespect.
Hey,
I just know I wouldn't.
It is a disrespect.
I'm going to tell you something, Envy, Charlamagne. Charlamagne sound a little drunk over there. Watch your butt.
Hey,
you're right. You're right. I better wash my butt. That's why I need help. Well, not help watching my butt.
Why you gotta wash your butt? Why would you wash your butt? What the hell? Why you coming here looking like somebody first lady? Looking like somebody first lady from a crooked church.
Trav, I'm sorry. They all over
Your shady pastor husband going to prison.
Trav, they drunk. They all drunk up here. Okay. Loren came up here looking very mysterious. Is this weird?
I thought he was having a ball last night.
She looked mysterious.
You do look mysterious. You do look mysterious.
This is really crazy. One looks mysterious, one got on sunglasses. Jess is the only one that's normal today.
Sure is, and not enough people see me on
Lois, that's what you had on yesterday. Trav, I'm sorry.
Mysterious.
Make them still look good, all that.
Trav, you good.
Trav, what you calling here for?
Well, I wanted to talk about something, but y'all sound like y'all little.
Go ahead, tell us, Trav. Go ahead. What you want to talk about? Go ahead, Trav.
Now, I just want to talk about walking contradictions this morning, right?
Okay, we all are.
So,
yes.
I know y'all heard about the white lady that raised all that money from calling the little boy the N-word?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, so my cousin is like super upset about that, right? And which he should be as a black man, which I'm upset about it. But he's the same cousin that me and him got into a huge argument because he likes to use the F word, like the F slur.
The gay slur. Fraggle maggot.
And I was telling him, like, bro, you can't be using slurs towards communities and then get upset when somebody uses slur towards our community. Like, you part of the problem.
Yeah, I can see why he would call you that.
Saying, yeah.
I can see why he would tell you shut up and then call you that right there, Trav. Hello.
Hey, yo, Sean. I can see why your wife called you that when she get mad at you.
Oh,
that's right. And then she put a little but to teach me my lesson.
Goodbye, Trav. Yo, today is wild.
Wow.
This man, he started the show, said he wasn't drunk last night. It was cocaine. Then he said his wife sticks a up when he did something wrong.
I'm joking. Gosh.
Which one you joking about, though?
Why you got your shoulder out? Why? No, seriously.
Yo, she love a little shoulder.
Exactly.
Yes. I know that's right.
Oh, my God.
You know what you look like? You look like you got dressed for a talent show. Like your mom was like, this is your big break, Loren. You got that show and you can sing. American Idol came to Delaware.
Oh, my goodness. We have the latest with Loren coming up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. Again, if you're just joining us, they took a class trip to go see Kendrick, and they all twisted. I'm sorry. Look, Shira, I said, do you have the ladies with Loren? She don't even know. She's looking at me.
No, I do. I want to know how much
too.
No. Well, we're going to talk about last night because we got to talk about Drake because Universal Music Group is hitting back at his lawsuit that he amended. Remember he talked about the Super Bowl and the word pedophile? Which, by the way, Kendrick didn't say at the Super Bowl. Everybody in the Superdome did.
Said it.
And last night, I was about to say last night, everybody where we was at said it too.
Everybody.
You can't get around it.
So you go sue y'all.
No, we're going to get into their position, their strike back.
Very disrespectful record, I'm going to be honest with you. Not like us.
Oh, absolutely.
But it go up, yo. It go up with all them people.
It might be the most disrespectful diss record of all time.
Of all
I'm not gonna
time.
lie.
Crazy.
Sorry,
Yes.
it's the greatest diss record of all time. But it might be the most disrespectful. When you really break it down word for word, it really might be the most
all
disrespectful.
those accusations.
Yes.
I was like, oh my gosh.
I think what make it more disrespectful is just how hard the beat go.
Yes.
Like it's just such a pop. Like you just gotta
Guys, we gotta go.
Oh shoot,
all right.
sorry.
We got the ladies with Loren coming up. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
I just want y'all to know that Justice cameraman Los that was on the screen with Casanata earlier this week. He been wearing the same pants all week long.
All pants. I just told him to go get jock itch. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Jess Hilarious.
And they're not even jeans. They pinstripe dress pants.
Yes. He said he's going to wear them until he meets Casanata again.
He met Casanata in those pants.
Exactly. Why you
see him again?
But he wants to meet him again in those pants.
And you got to cut that up.
You gonna wash him? You been washing him?
No, he ain't been washing him. He kinky. All right, let's get to the latest with Loren.
Lauren becoming a straight fan.
She gets him from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on this.
The latest with Lauren LaRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
What was the latest?
On the Breakfast Club. Talk to me.
I forget they tell me to put my computer over on the other side of the mic. Okay, so Drake, Universal Music Group has now responded to Drake. So you guys remember when we reported up here that Drake amended his lawsuit after the Super Bowl and the Grammys went down and said, I told y'all that this was a big orchestrated plan to promote this song on these big stages, and it's defamation because it's happening, and allegedly Universal Music Group knows what they're doing by doing it. The biggest stage was the Super Bowl, and then at the Grammys when they played the song, because he's saying that they're on that big stage, people all over the world were allowed to be exposed to him being called a pedophile, right? So Universal Music Group is saying this is astonishing and this is a very wild conspiracy, because if you go back to the Super Bowl stage, it did not include the lyric. Drake or none of his associates were called a certified pedophile, which is the whole reason why this defamatory lawsuit has come about. And the focus needs to be on the fact that this large audience that Drake is talking about, they said that on their own. Kendrick Lamar never said that on the stage. Now, I will say they did mention in their amendment, Drake's team, that the fact that Kendrick did not say it, it shows that, okay, hey, obviously you guys know that this word is wrong and shouldn't be said, because why can't he say it? But Universal Music Group is like, listen, that we ain't got nothing to do with that. It's a diss song. You engaged, so now he's engaging. You were successful when you did it before. Now he's been successful. What is the big issue?
Yeah, Drake just needs to shut the F up ever. And I want Drake to know that there's no bigger stage than culture. As Kendrick said, you can't fake influence. Way before the Grammys, way before the Super Bowl, that record was already out of here. Okay? Yeah. And Drake gonna have to sue the world, because I watched everybody in MetLife Stadium sing that song word for word last night. Kendrick didn't have to say a word. He didn't say a word
at all.
Even the people that work there, yo.
I was about to say that.
Everybody sent it down. I'm like, damn.
I was coming into the suite as back into the suite as it was like starting up, and people were literally running because they were waiting for that. Because I think it got dark, and then it came back up. People were running because they wanted to see the moment.
As soon as you hear, I see dead people.
Yes.
It was crazy.
Went crazy.
How many times did he perform it? Just once.
Once is enough.
Just once.
Yeah. Most disrespectful diss record of all time. When you really listen to it and you listen to the things that he's saying, it's very, very disrespectful. I know that there's been diss records that have talked about killing people and sleeping with people's wives and all of that type of stuff, but it's that Not Like Us is very nasty.
It is nasty, but yo, I'm telling you, nothing beats Euphoria. It is. Oh my god, Euphoria is crazy. He performed that last night too. That was lit.
Euphoria make you want to diss people.
Yes,
you want to be in a rap battle.
So when he's doing that, is SZA still on stage, or she walks off? Or
they exchange back and forth, back and forth, and then they come together for like Luther, like the songs that they had together. Yeah, and they interact, but they use the whole stage setup too. Like they work the stage.
What's your favorite part of Euphoria?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't know.
I like when he says, "Let me let you know I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. It's just nasty."
All of that.
I love Charlamagne
from beginning to end.
This Charlamagne. Last night, him right now, my favorite versions of you.
And moisturize your shoulder.
First of all, it's very well moisturized. It's very well moisturized, baby. Shout out to Cetaphil. Yes, it is.
As soon as that part came up, he looked at Lauren.
Period.
I hate the way that you walk. The way that you talk. I hate. I was like, why is he attacking her? I was like that.
Yesterday, I posted on my Insta story that my hair girl was here doing my hair. He gonna respond with all the praying hands.
That's what I'm saying. You got this man telling the internet when you gonna get your hair done and everything. I said she didn't have to go live and get that.
Continue on, Lauren.
I was on Instagram Live. They're gonna say wait till Unc see this. I said he had already seen it, but
stay focused.
I do want to mention that the shows at the MetLife Stadium in Jersey are sold out nights, and it's a real sold out crowd as well too. Because I was also looking to see that, because sometimes they'll say sold out and some seats are like blocked out. No, it is the seats are super full from top to bottom. So shout out to Kendrick Lamar. And today is the last day of what? What?
Go ahead.
What you got
I
to
ain't
say?
see that now. The show is sold out. I guess.
I have multiple videos.
I've been to MetLife when Ed Sheeran was there. Ed Sheeran had every seat. They did have seats blocked off last night. Now, I ain't gonna let you sit up here and tell me.
I didn't see. I took multiple videos. There was. Show me here.
Huh?
I have like 10 videos.
You didn't see behind the stage? Just my line.
Behind the stage, that don't count.
But Ed Sheeran sells behind the stage. That's what he's saying. But it's still sold out. I
feel like behind the stage don't count because there's no view. You can't see anything.
They just would build the stage differently. Like if they would build the stage differently.
I think
I've never been to a concert where behind the stage was utilized.
It's a sellout based off the amount of tickets that they
Beyonce,
put out. But
Chris Brown, they do that.
They do. They sell behind the stage.
Being that you said they don't block off any seats, I'm like, no, that wasn't true. Now they did have a whole section.
I've been to concerts where even in the so you might have behind the stage, but like the full top, like they take the full top rows and you only got like that bottom section of the arenas or wherever you are. Like the full top is blocked out in black and you can see it and it's like very evident.
Kendrick sold 82,000 tickets.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's
a sellout.
Yeah, it's for their production purpose because they had the camera shooting like the way they shooting it.
Yeah,
right.
Nobody, you know what I'm saying? But they were shooting from behind the stage for a certain like panoramic view.
Right.
You couldn't have did that if they didn't.
I think if behind the stage was open, it would have been sold out as well. Like the seats were full, the butts were there.
All I know, it was a fantastic show.
Yes.
SZA and Kendrick are two unapologetically black people. I love seeing people be unapologetically black at the highest levels.
Yeah.
Well, I do want to mention today is the last day in the Diddy trial of the jury selection. So today they should get down to those 12 jurors and the alternates, and then Monday, the 12th, is when the actual trial will start. So opening statements begin Monday. Now, yesterday, one of my journalist friends that's there all the time as well text me and let me know people are actually sleeping and camping out Sunday night because they want to make sure that Monday morning they're able to get into that courtroom. Like
it's a stink ass courtroom.
Are you going?
I'm going, but I'm not sleeping out.
Well, you don't got to sleep out, but you're going tonight and Monday.
Today
you going today?
Yeah,
and
I'm
Monday.
going today and Monday.
Hey, y'all saw this picture 50 posted yesterday?
Yes.
This is hilarious.
He is so petty.
When you posted Sean Diddy Combs' jury selection for trial is finally complete and it's all
him
50
in different suits. All 50 suits.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Look, you have to get this together. You got to ignore Drunkie.
You just making up stuff. I'm over here fine. I am so focused.
You got to ignore Drunkie.
Hating on the seating.
I know.
Arrangement.
No,
I wasn't hating on the seating. You just said something that just wasn't accurate. I don't want people to jump on you for saying something that wasn't accurate. Because there was a whole section blocked off, but what Jess said is true. It's because of the way the production was set up.
You wasn't even thinking that. You were just so worried about making sure that what I said was not correct.
Because people be ready to jump on you for saying things that aren't correct.
You're right. Thank you for that.
Y'all
I
know
appreciate
what?
that. You're right.
Y'all know what? Are you still seeing like Met Gala outfits that you didn't see before? Because Lakeith Stanfield tore it down. I ain't gonna lie. I saw it. I was like, yo, where was he at? I thought it was AI because I didn't see. I thought I saw everybody.
AI.
Yo, he looked good. But happy birthday, Shabuzi. Yes,
All right.
it's his birthday.
Yeah, guys. So
That's your favorite artist, you said?
If you
He
just
said he was handsome.
Envy. Oh, okay. It's Shabuzi's birthday.
He liked the way that he walked. He liked the way that he dressed.
guys, if you're just joining us, I'm sorry.
He said, I love the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I love the way that you
You
dress.
should have went out with us last night.
Guys, if you're just joining us, the classroom went to go see Kendrick and SZA last night. They did a lot of drinking, so it's going to be a long show.
Would you stop saying that?
But
Man, keep lying to people.
And they're drinking now. And when we,
I am not drinking now.
I took my kids to go see Wicked on Broadway. That's why I didn't
That's
go hang with you guys. That's why.
Okay, you prude. You are
father.
We're going to see Wicked.
You know
4
what?
hours long.
He wanted to go see. He wanted to ride the broomstick after he saw Wicked. I want to be a Wicked Witch of the West so bad. That's what Iffy said.
He gets on his knees right here. Emma Grede. When we come back, we're gonna kick him with
Greed.
You told me it was greedy.
They told me that he was silent.
Oh my goodness.
No. She said greedy.
That's what I
She
told
said
you.
greedy. Yeah, she said greedy. Anyway, entrepreneur. She's the founding partner of Skims, the company with Kim Kardashian. We're going to talk to her next. She has a new podcast. And I'm sorry, guys. It's a Friday. It's going to be a long day.
It is
Cheers.
I got something for you, too. I got something for you.
Shout out to Shabuzi and MB.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake up. You're locked into the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Last night in NBA, the Timberwolves beat the Warriors 117-93. Now, I want to start off with apologizing to you, Miss Morgan. The class is drunk. I just want to put that out there.
Nobody is drunk.
First
Stop
of
putting
all,
that on us.
don't come at me like that.
That
'Cause I'm
Friday
not
feeling. It's all
drunk.
good. Let's get into it.
I'm high.
That's right.
Okay.
Tell them, Jess.
I was close. I was close.
Yeah, like we a bunch of drunks. Like we don't have money for real drugs.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Go ahead.
All right, y'all, let's get into it. So, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy is calling for a massive investment in the country's air traffic control system. He said it's old and not worth saving. Duffy said he will ask Congress, who holds the purse, we know that, to grant upfront appropriations for all money needed to update technology and equipment, which he said will be a 3 to 4 year long effort. The overhaul is expected to include new telecommunications, on radars, on the ground sensors for tarmacs, and a flight management system to improve efficiency in the airspace. Let's take a listen to Sean Duffy's comments.
We believe we can do this in 3 to 4 years. It's probably closer to 4 than it is to 3, but 2 things have to happen. One is we need the money, and 2, we have to have permitting reform.
Of course, this comes after a series of issues have plagued the air traffic control system, including a recent communication issue which caused hundreds of flights to be disrupted at Newark Liberty International Airport in New Jersey.
Yeah, I agree with that, because if the air traffic control systems are anything like some of these planes, then they have to be old and outdated, because you can just feel when you're on an old ass plane. And you also can feel when you're on something that's more modern.
Yeah.
The only problem is what they're saying is they're saying to build a new system is going to be very difficult, because they don't know if they could build a new system and have the old system working the proper way. So they're saying that might be a problem or an issue. So they have to figure that out.
Mercy.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody call the IT guys. Goodness. All right, in presidential news, the U.S. and the U.K. have a new trade deal. President Trump made the announcement at the White House yesterday morning, saying the U.K. is an important ally, and he feels it will be a great deal for both countries. He also talked about working on getting a deal done with China. Let's take a listen to President Trump.
The final details are being written up. In the coming weeks, we'll have it all very conclusive, but the actual deal is a very conclusive one. We think just about everything's been approved. We'd like to see China opened up so we can compete in China and, give people something that they've never had, access to something.
So Trump went on to say he has a great relationship with Chinese President Xi, and the Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, is set to meet with his Chinese counterpart in Switzerland to discuss trade this weekend. Meanwhile, the trade deal with UK is the first to be reached since Trump's unveiled his sweeping tariff plan, and it's set to reduce tariffs on British cars to 10%. It aims to increase market access for agriculture, beef, and ethanol, and the deal is also said to increase pathways to pharmaceutical supply chains. What was that, Char?
No, they said he announced on whatever social media that this is a major trade deal, but it's not, because he doesn't have the authority to sign the type of free trade agreement that Congress has to do that. So Congress has to approve a trade agreement, and that takes longer than a 90-day pause in place of some of Trump's tariffs.
Absolutely.
So it's like the bare bones of a narrow agreement. So it'll be like months of negotiations and legal paperwork to follow.
Right. And it was such a huge, he made it out to be such a huge announcement as well. And if I can bring things to a serious note for you guys, because I know the class is acting up today, as Mother's Day is upon us, I would love to bring some awareness to a topic that the Black Information Network is taking very seriously. The National Institutes of Health report that Black maternal mortality rates continue to rise in the U.S., with Black women dying close to 3 times the rate of white women while pregnant, during, or after delivery. Now, while this is why we're launching a public awareness campaign called Saving Black Moms, a Maternal Health Crisis, BIN will share a light on concerns surrounding Black maternal health and efforts to address the problem. We spoke to Nicole Berryman, whose 26-year-old daughter, Tiara, died days after delivering a healthy baby boy last November. Berryman is now raising her daughter's 3 children. We also spoke to maternal health advocate Thana Hickman, who is a member of BIN's Community Advisory Board and the founder of Viola's House, a South Dallas nonprofit that houses up to 6 homeless pregnant teens while providing other supporting services. Let's take a listen to their comments from Saving Black Moms, a Maternal Health Crisis.
They told me pneumonia. They told me stress. They told me maybe spasms. There was never a diagnosis. It was a maybe, and we communicated and nothing happened. They took her. They did the test for her heart. They came back and told me that it was stress.
If the household is stable, then the mother is stable enough to get to health care. The mother is stable, more stable with her mental health, where she's not worrying about, okay, how am I going to provide for this baby? How am I going to get diapers for this baby? So the economic stability piece is really, really important through our social service agency because it directly impacts the social determinants of health.
That's
horrible.
horrible.
But it's a reality. It's a reality for a lot of moms, and moms deal with a lot of things, a lot of different elements, whether it's just caring for the child, caring for themselves, and making sure that, they are in a decent, decent, like she said, mental space to even just care for themselves or care for children. You can hear more from them and others connected to this issue starting on June 2nd as we roll out that special. And before I go, I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. And the
all
mothers,
the mothers,
the babies.
And the mother adjacents, because we know there's some women and men out here raising some babies, adjacently as a mother type figure. So that's your front page news. Follow me on social at Morgan Media and follow Black Information Network for more news coverage. Download the free iHeartRadio app and visit us at binnews.com.
Thank you, Morgan.
Happy Mother's Day.
And I also want to tell y'all, we have Emma Grede coming up next, but I'm not doing Donkey today.
I know that's
because it's Friday, and
you're drunk.
No, it's not because I'm drunk. It's because I like opening up the phone lines and giving the floor to the people and letting them do Donkey today on Friday.
Bull crap. That's so bull crap.
I know that. God, my God is
all right.
good.
Emma,
call in right now. 1-800-585-1051 if you want to give somebody Donkey today.
What's the number again?
1-800-585-1051.
Emma Grede when we come back. I'm sorry, guys. If you just tuned in, the classroom is drunk. They went to go see Kendrick and
We're
SZA.
not drunk. Stop telling people that.
What do you call it?
Nothing. We are just happy. Life is good. God is good. What's wrong with you?
Your eyes are low. He got on sunglasses like Ray Charles or Stevie Wonder.
I can see your gator.
And Loren looks mysterious. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
We have Emma Grede. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. Good morning, all of you.
How are you?
I'm really good, actually. Very good today.
Now, you are the CEO and co-founder of the denim company Good American.
I am indeed.
Founding partner of Skims.
Yes.
Co-founder of Safely. And you have a new podcast coming out, Aspire with Emma Grede.
I do indeed.
So now tell us how this all came about. Everything from the beginning.
All the things.
Congratulations.
What are you doing there? Thank you.
All, yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Well, honestly, I'm so excited about the podcast. That's my latest venture. And, I've spent my entire career building businesses, and so the idea around the podcast was really me thinking about how I can scale mentorship, because wherever I go all over this country, if I'm doing a talk or if I'm walking down the street, people are constantly asking me questions like, how do I start a business? How do I get a pay rise? How do I become the best version of myself? How do I negotiate better? And I can answer a lot of DMs, but there's only so much you can do. And so I'm really taking all of my knowledge, everything I've done, all of my network, and trying to bring it to people in a digestible way. And I think that when you think about podcasting, it's a very, very, broad medium, but there's a very narrow business viewpoint, very, very narrow viewpoint. And especially when you get to business podcasting, it's all men. And so I'm bringing like a perspective of myself, of somebody who is self-made, someone who's a self-starter and has, come from where I come from with very little education. And I want to bring something to people that is tangible and that they can essentially take out. I want you to have something that's actionable when you leave this podcast, that you can take that back into where you work or back into your small business and do something with it.
Speaking of, where are you from? Where do you come from?
Where do I come from?
Yes.
I come from East London in England, which is a bit like, I always think about it as, similar to Brooklyn or something like that. It's the most impoverished part of London, but I would say probably the best part of London.
You said it like you're from Brooklyn. I'm from East London.
Yeah, East London.
Okay. But, all right, you have a net worth of $320 million.
Something like that.
And you're from East London.
I think that was last year's figures, but yeah, we'll go on.
Damn.
Same, babes. We're growing out here.
But you did come from an impoverished area.
I do.
And you said you're self-made.
Yes, indeed.
So how did you get to that point? What was the first thing that got you in the mix to get on that road to having the net worth you have?
I mean, I've had a job since I was 12 years old. I delivered the papers, I worked in a deli, I worked in clothes shops, I did all the things. But, my interest was really in fashion. That's where my passion was. But I didn't know anyone who had a business when I was old. I didn't even know the term entrepreneur. If you were an entrepreneur in where I come from, you were probably doing something very wrong. So that wasn't really an idea that I had growing up. But so for me, I started out like many people. I did a lot of work experience. I tried to get into the fashion business. I assisted everybody. I worked in a lot of stores, and eventually I found myself in a fashion show production company. And so that was me creating the shows, like building the shows, the catwalks, the backdrops, and it was a very unfulfilling job, but you met everybody. So I did that for about 4 years, and after a while I started my own company doing that when I was 24 years old, and it kind of grew from there. I did one company, I did another, I sold a couple companies. Fast forward to when I'm about 32, I managed to exit that business. So I spent, nearly 10 years building that first company, had my first serious, meaningful exit, meaning that I made some money for myself, and so I was financially secure.
What company was that?
That was called ITB.
Okay.
And it was amazing. It was like an entertainment marketing agency. So I worked with all the great brands, and I would put talent in their campaigns. And I built a big company. We had offices in London, in Paris, in New York, in LA. I shut down in LA because I made a lot of mistakes. But it gave me the foundational knowledge to really get to where I am now. And then, of course, I decided after all that time and, creating a lot of value for other people and other brands that I would do something for myself. And that's when I started Good American. Yeah.
And Good American, Skims is under that, and what else?
No, it's not. They're totally separate.
Totally
separate companies, separate entities, separate shareholdings, separate.
That's the thing. I was reading this, and I saw that you have like certain percentage in Skims. You have a certain percentage in Good American. You have a certain percentage in Safely. And the reason I thought that was so dope is because we live in this era where people feel like you have to have 100% of something to be an owner, to be a boss, but the reality is 100% of nothing is nothing.
And listen, here's the thing. I've done a very, very good job because I divest my shareholdings. You don't want to hold a lot of money of a company. I've taken money off the table. I'm not looking to be rich when I'm 75 years old. I want the money now.
Yeah.
And so I think that when you get valuations, like a $4 billion valuation, you take some money off the table. That's the sensible thing to do, to divest your interests. And that's what I've done all along. And so I'm very happy with the shareholdings I have right now because I have cash in the bank, and that's what counts.
How did the Skims company start? People would know Skims because it's so huge. It's it's sponsored by the NBA. So how did that company?
We sponsor the NBA, even the other way around, even better.
Okay. So how did that company come about?
So honestly, I think it came about from the relationship that I have with the family, and
Was it your idea?
No, it wasn't my idea. It was Kim's idea. She wanted to create a shapewear company or an underwear company, and I had a business with the family, and so we decided to do it together. And the rest, they say, is history. It was the right thing at the right time, and I think with any company, the stars have to align. We launched that company in a magical time, and it hit the kind of zeitgeist. It was the right company for the culture, like at the moment. And so I think it was just a series of amazing things that happened and put it on the map, and here we are.
That's amazing because even Good American is Chloe's company, right?
It's a partnership between me and Chloe.
You and Chloe. Yes. Work well with the family. She said, check. I love that. And there's so many of them, so many checks. I love that.
And Skims has redefined shapewear. Like, what was the biggest risk you took early on that paid off?
I think that Kim had a very clear idea of what she wanted to do and a very differentiated idea. And I think that that's what it's all about in business anytime, right? You have to have something that is unique and a unique point of difference to whatever's out there. And when I think about anything that we've done, whether we're talking about size inclusivity or whether we're talking about the range from like a kind of, nude color range, like we're always trying to do something that doesn't exist in the market. And I think when you're solving problems, when you're creating solutions for people, that's when, you get that kind of breakthrough. That's when you get something that customers really go, oh, like, I need that. I have that problem, and you guys are solving for it.
When do you realize when it's time to sell a company? When do you say, okay, this is when we have to exit?
I think that is different for every company. And I've been in agency businesses and I've been in brand businesses. I think that what is often true is like, your first offer is often your best offer, and you shouldn't always think that there's something amazing coming around the corner. You have to sell things when they're on the up, because it peaks, right? And then you've only got the downside to sell. And so when you've got that momentum, when you've got the forward swing, when you're in growth mode, as they say, that's when you need to think about selling, or at least taking some money off the table.
Do people in fashion really care about diversity, or is it just good PR until like the next trend?
I mean, you could ask yourself, does anyone really care about diversity, right? I don't think it's just about fashion. I think there's definitely a certain amount of, performative action out there, right, for marketing purposes. And actually, Good American, and the reason I started that company was a reaction to that, because I worked in the fashion business and I saw all these companies like hiring one black girl in the campaign, and yet no one in that entire company was black. And I saw people like performatively putting a plus size person in a campaign when they didn't even make the clothes for that person. The girl's like clothes would be cut up the back because she couldn't even fit in the jeans. And so when we started Good American, the idea about it was to say, okay, let's make a company that actually has these values, where the office and the people that run the business and the people that make the decisions and the people in the C-suite are actually a reflection of the customer base. And I think that's what made Good American so successful, that it was actually walking the walk and not just talking the talk. If you were a size 20 and you needed a pair of jeans, you have a tiny waist and a big butt, like you came to Good American and you could feel the difference in that product, and people knew we were for real.
It's like how you said that, a tiny waist and a big butt.
That's what we were working with.
We're still kicking with Emma Grede. Now, you're also on Shark Tank, correct?
I am. I'm a guest shark. Yes,
episodes.
Absolutely.
What do you look for when somebody is on Shark Tank and they're pitching something to you?
You know, for me, it's always about the founder. It's always, even when I think about hiring and investing, I'm like attitude over experience, because that's my experience, right? I'm not someone who comes from a place where you'd be like, I'm going to bet on her. And so I really want that person that is so passionate about their ideas, so crazy about it. They know everything about the competition. They know everything about what they're doing, and they are deep and they are into it. So I'm going for someone who, like, feels it intrinsically.
I was going to ask, so what was your most successful investment on Shark Tank?
Do you know, it was this incredible, it's so funny that you asked that, because when I got onto that show, you know, you do a few investments, and I remember saying to Mark one day, will I ever make any money out of any of this stuff? And he said, you know what, Emma, there'll be one, and one of them will make you a bunch of money. And for me, that was Cake's Body, these incredible two women that make like a silicone nipple cover. And of course, the minute I saw them, I was like, I know that business, I understand this space, like I know I need that in my kit, in my wardrobe. And they were doing just under $1 million when I met them, and a year later, $120 million.
Jesus, wow.
Killed.
Congratulations.
And just so you know, just a couple of like regular girls that left their jobs and decided, I'm going to do something for myself.
Well, how often? Because, you know, you're in these billion-dollar rooms, right? As a woman of color, right?
Yes, my dad's black, mom's white, I'm mixed race.
Got you. How often do you still feel underestimated?
Every day. I mean, because I am underestimated every day, right?
Even after all the success?
Well, I mean, listen, now it's a little bit different. Now I can walk into any room and people will bet on me and people would want to invest in me. But I do think that you still... You know, I still think I'm proving myself every day. I never take anything for granted, right? You're only as good as the last thing you did. And I'm constantly pushing myself into spaces. It's like, I might be sitting here with, you know, a bunch of great companies behind me, but I don't know, I'm not a good podcaster, you know, I'm just getting started. And so I don't take anything for granted. And that's why I always think that, you know, you've got to be humble. You've got to go into something with the spirit of, you know, trying your hardest and trying to be good. And I never let that leave me. I don't walk into anything expecting anything. I think you got to work for it every day.
Is that why you want to do the podcast? Because you want to help people? Because you got so many different jobs, and you have girls, you have kids, you have a husband, you have a lot of ish going on.
I have a lot of ish going on. No, you know, it really is, because I think at a certain point, right, you get to a place where you are financially comfortable. And also, I proved to myself all the things I wanted to prove to myself. And now I think that the sign, you know, of success for me is how many people can come along like that are like me, that can come along and you can open the door for, and that could actually have this sense of changing their life and building the life of their dreams because of something that I did. And I know that, you know, people are looking to me, and I feel like it's honestly a responsibility. And I don't want that to sound, you know, trite or like something that feels disingenuous. It is, I feel very, very responsible for all the women that get in touch with me all the time, because there are so many barriers, and there's so much out there that tells you that it's an impossibility, that there's not room for people, that your opinion doesn't matter. And I really think that leaning into my differences, really knowing and understanding where I come from and what is different and important about that, that's what's actually given me like space in these rooms. That's why people look to me and say, what is your opinion about this? Because of where I've come from. And so I actually think it's a superpower.
What would you tell somebody that is an entrepreneur, maybe a woman, and trying to get into the space, has an idea, but it just hasn't taken off as of yet. They can't get on Shark Tank, and they just want some type of advice to say, how would you do it? How would you approach it? What would you tell that person?
Well, listen, the first thing is to start, because what you'll find is a lot of people talk about a lot of stuff and they haven't actually done it. And there's this idea that there's some perfect time, perfect set of circumstances. It's never perfect. And also this idea, we're in this culture right now where everyone thinks they have to raise a load of money. Like, don't raise any money. Just do something. Get out of the gate. We live in a world where social media and Shopify has enabled us to start things very cheaply. And you can start small. Not everything needs to be $1 billion business. Maybe you're trying to transform your circumstances and leave your corporate job, and actually a little bit of money, a little bit of revenue will be transformative for you. So I would say, don't benchmark and measure yourself by some standard that actually isn't part of your existence. It's like, do something, get out of the gate, start it, and then you test and you learn into it, because nothing works immediately. If I think about the business that I started with, Good American, 3 SKUs of skinny denim, and what it is today, the two things don't even look the same. They don't look the same. We changed the size, we changed everything. The only thing you can't change in business is the reason that you started, right? It's like the very essence of what you do, and your purpose has to remain the same. You iterate everything else, transform on the way up. And so I think that that's a really important thing. It's like you just have to get out of the gate and start.
I agree with you. You know, I think comparison is the thief of joy, though.
Yes, it is.
So people will start something, but then they'll be looking at you. But they don't realize all the time you've already put in, all the experience you got that got you to this point. But they feel like if they're not doing what Emma's doing right now, they're not successful.
Totally. And I think that is just, again, it's so much about the culture that we sit in right now. It gives you this idea that there's such a thing as overnight success. And I don't know any overnight successes. You know, again, I have been working since I was 12. And all of those experiences, you know, are so formative. And they're so in me, and it's like every single thing you get leverage, right? And when I talk about leverage, I don't just mean taking something that you've been given. It's like, what do you have? Well, I have my reputation, right? And that reputation for delivering great business when I was in the agency business allowed me to go and raise money. I didn't know what private equity was. I would never have known how to go and raise funds. I went to a client that I'd consistently delivered good business for in my agency, and I said, hey, do you want to invest $3 million in my business? And he was like, no, girl, I'll give you less than that, but I'll invest in you. But, you know, I think that is the thing. You know, you've got to be creative and you've got to work with what you've got. And I think so often we focus on what we don't have and where our lack is. And actually there is just that is not worth your energy. You've got to figure out, like, where are you? What do you have? And how do you leverage from that point?
So you said you work with your husband. How is that? Because when it's so personal, that's your husband. That's my husband. Sleep with. That's who you wake up with. What? Like, how is that? How are you guys able to separate?
Well, we're not. Let me be honest with that. There's very little separation. The truth is that my husband was actually like one of my first investors. So I worked in a company where I set up a joint venture with them, and eventually years later and down the line, I ended up marrying one of those guys.
Gotcha.
Great job security.
Best ROI he ever had in his goddamn life.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie. I have returned that investment to the point. But I think that what's important about that is that we had a professional relationship before we ever had our personal relationship. And my husband's Swedish. And in Swedish culture, it's a very matriarchal culture. They really have so much respect for women, but they also really meet women halfway. Like, even to the point, like in Sweden, when you take maternity leave, it's given to the couple. So if the woman wants to, you know, you get a year, and if the woman wants to take 6 months and the husband takes 6 months, that's how you do it. But it's very usual in society that happens. But what that means is that I've got someone who meets me, you know, he respects my ambition, and he respects the fact that we have 4 kids. We have 4 kids together, and we do that together. So there's no expectation that I'm going to take some leading role, and nor do I, quite honestly.
We're still kicking it with Emma Grede, entrepreneur, founding partner of Skims, and she has a new podcast, Aspire with Emma Grede. Charlamagne?
Where did you learn financial literacy?
You know, that's a really good question. I think when you come from scarcity, you have a really good appreciation for money because we didn't have any. And so I knew the price of everything, right? Because it's like I knew what we didn't have. And my mum would budget, like she'd sit at the table and she'd be like, this is what we have for groceries, this is what we've got to keep the lights on, da, 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 da. So I knew what money was, and I used to see her back in those days, you know, you'd write checks. And so I'd see her do the checkbook and I'd be on the calculator. And so money was just like a thing that I understood at a very young age. And also it was cash then, right? So you'd like count the cash, and that gave me a relationship with it. I'm dyslexic. And so I had a very hard time when I started my business understanding how the money would link together, like between the margins and the profit and the EBITDA. To me, it was like scrambled eggs. And then again, when I got into e-com, everything is acronyms. You know, you're talking about AOV and the UPT and the LOV, and I would be like, I don't get this. But I think the thing for me is that I'm naturally curious, and so I would just ask a lot of questions. And I learned by just asking. I'm never scared to be the dumbest person in the room. I'm like, what does that mean? How does that work?
Right.
How does that go together? And so I just learned on the fly. And I think that being naturally cautious about money meant that even when I got investors, I spent their money like it was my own, meaning that I'm frugal. Like I am tight. I'm just holding all the money all the time, and I never am like flashy with the cash. Even now, when I am a bit flashy with the cash, it's like I know the cost of everything. No one can buy anything in my house and me not be like, what was that? You know, because there's a special price for everything in Bel Air. My toilet breaks, they're like, oh hi, here's the, it's the Bel Air price, and I'm like, no, this is what we're paying. You know, so I'm like very aware of everything.
How much power do you have in these partnerships?
Well, I don't really think about it in terms of power. We're partners and we do different things. And so I have, at Good American, I'm the CEO. And so I make all the decisions as the CEO would in any company. In Skims, it's very, very different. And Kim plays a very, very hands-on role. My role is across everything product related. So design, merchandising, production, planning, that's a part of the company I run. And I see my role as really like making Kim's vision come true. She's like, this is really what I want to see. I want to make a nipple bra. I'm like, I'm going to make the best nipple bra with the best margin, and we're going to make hundreds of thousands of them. So that is what I do.
Question, what's your podcast? Are you going to have guests on the podcast?
I am.
And who's coming on the podcast?
We've got so many amazing guests on the podcast. So we launched yesterday with Gwyneth Paltrow and Melody Hobson. And Melody is my business idol. So I really wanted to make sure that we could come out of the gate with someone that I've learned from, and also someone that I believe is, Melody is a one of one. She is not just one of the best black business women in the country, she's just one of the best business people in the country. Former chair of Starbucks. I mean, she is just so incredible, and she spent her entire career at one place, 30 years in one company. And I think that there's some really amazing learnings for that. She went in as an intern, born on the south side of Chicago, one of five kids, right? She's one of five, and she is just single mom again, the most incredible woman. Went into this company as an intern, and now she owns a very, very meaningful part of a $14 billion, private equity business. And so I look at that and like my mind is blown. And then again, Gwyneth, I thought so interesting because for so many women, they're starting businesses from something that they're passionate about, and also they're trying to do a pivot. And if you are, working your corporate job and you want to just change completely and do something different, I thought she would be a really interesting benchmark to look at. How do you just completely rip it up and say, I'm going to start something anew? So I was really happy to have those first people. But I also think that women have a lot to learn from men, right, in business. And so I'm really going to be focused on a lot of different men coming through. And so we have Michael Rubin, I've got Mark Cuban.
Nice.
I have the wonderful you at some point. Charlamagne's coming on, and I'll be so happy. So I've just got like a bunch of really incredible guests. And it's really about people that I know, I respect, and those that I aspire to.
Love that.
He asked you if you haven't guessed because you can talk. You're a good talker. You're a good talker.
One is hoping, yeah.
How do you evaluate celebrity influence versus product quality when you're trying to build brand trust?
How do I evaluate it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's an interesting question, actually. To me, I don't even think about... Listen, influence will only take you so far, right? You can drive a customer to product once. So I could love you, Charlamagne, and you could be trying to sell me something, and because of the strength of how much I love you, I'll go and buy your product. If your product doesn't perform for me, I'm not buying it again. Right. And the strength of a business is the strength of the lifetime value of that customer. How many times are they coming back to you over and over again? And that's how you build affinity with customers. And so after a while, the influence is useless if the product is not good. So the two only work in terms of the acceleration of the talent can only work for the product if the product is good. Because customers are too smart. Like, no one's going to buy things that are not good.
Absolutely. I want to ask you something about Skims again. I remember there's a couple of
You
years.
love Skims.
Yes, he
are you wearing
My wife
Skims?
wears it all the time. No,
Do you wear Skims?
I love the way my wife looks in it.
Okay, but are you wearing Skims?
No,
You know we have men's.
The men's Skims.
Oh, throw away your yes.
I'll
Like you.
pick now.
Come on, no. Once again, we have all the sizes.
Okay.
We don't discriminate.
He said, I'm thick. This guy's crazy.
I'll get you some products.
Okay.
Can you get in some products, please, for this afternoon?
I'm gonna hold you to that now.
Absolutely, I will deliver.
But I remember them saying Kanye was a ghost creative director for Skims.
Oh Lord,
At one point?
you're not gonna do that to me today, are you?
I just remember seeing it.
When I come here with my energy and my voice and all my things, I'm here to talk about me. Don't do that to me now, please.
Okay.
Please.
All right.
Good Lord.
What do you
ain't getting the Skims down.
I'm just asking a question. By the way, she handled it the way you should handle it. When you don't want to answer a question, just don't answer it.
Good.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I love it.
As these DEI initiatives are being rolled back in government and corporations, have those pressures changed how you approach DEI for your business?
Absolutely not. In fact, never. And I really lean into that because I know that. Honestly, it's the diversity in my business is a superpower. It's been a superpower for me.
Absolutely.
And, you guys probably know I'm the chairwoman of the 15% Pledge, and we work with brands all over this country to essentially advocate for them to take 15% of their annual spend and give that to Black-owned businesses. And so we've put over $14 billion of opportunity into the hands of Black founders and entrepreneurs all over this country. Wow. And when I look at those, this is a business proposition. This isn't a nice to have. This isn't a fun to do. This isn't a tick on some charter somewhere. This is about having more relevance with your customer base. And I know that if you walk into Sephora now versus walking into Sephora 5 years ago, it's not just better for Black women or women of color who can find a product. It's better for everyone because everyone can go in there and buy those products. Black businesses aren't just for Black people, nor are Latino businesses, nor are any businesses. So I actually think that when we talk about some of this stuff, we lose sight of what we're actually talking about. We're talking about more choice, better for customers, and that's what winning looks like. So it's like we really shouldn't, I think it's so crazy that people would try to think about these things as like nice to haves. It's like, do you want to make more money or not? I make more sizes and more colors. I have more customers. Behave.
Hold on, expound on that. Like, do you ever get tired of explaining why diversity isn't a marketing?
I get so tired because I'm like, what are we talking
It's about numbers.
here?
It's about money.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah,
it's really simple stuff. It's like we're trying to be more dynamic. We're trying to be more differentiated. We're trying to bring more people through our doors. Who cares? Who cares who they are?
That's right.
Right? Like I don't understand.
Yeah, why limit yourself?
Why limit
why
yourself?
not widen the customer base?
100%.
Yeah. Wow.
There you have it.
I enjoyed this conversation, Emma.
Aspiring
I
with
enjoy
it.
you
Emma
guys.
Grede. Now, where can they listen to the podcast?
You can listen to it everywhere you get your podcast. Please go, Apple, anywhere, YouTube. We're going to be everywhere.
And thank you for joining us so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Make sure you send him
Pleasure.
some Skims extra small.
I'll send you all some Skims.
Do I look like an extra small to you?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I don't know about that, babe.
That's right. I'm easily a large.
Definitely not.
Probably an XL.
We'll get you an XL.
XL, right?
LXL. We'll figure it out.
It's Emma Grede. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Thank you,
All right, well,
guys.
let's get to the latest with Loren.
Lauren becoming a street fan.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on it.
The latest with Lauren LaRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
What was the latest?
On the Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
Okay, so Bill Gates, he announced that he is giving away all of his money when he passes away. And he actually announced this before, back in 2022, that when he passed away, that his kids would basically get nothing. He's going to leave them a little something. So he decided, and he announced a plan for how this giveaway is going to happen. So he has an estimated worth of like $200 billion.
Too much damn money.
That when he passes away, he says he's going to give it all to charity. So the way that this is going to happen is he's going to shut down the Gates Foundation on December 31st, 2045. That is the foundation that he had started with his ex-wife that works on, like, they give back money to like community and different aids. So he says that he plans to give away all of this money over the next 20 years. What is y'all got to pay attention.
No, your ass gotta pay
so
attention.
stupid.
What is happening?
I know what she meant,
Keep
Jess.
going on.
What did I? Oh no!
Jess was like, different type
not
of
like
AIDS?
that. Like foreign aid and oh my in this room.
Wow.
Not AIDS like that. You gotta say stuff like
Yes, I know the listeners was just as confused.
Guys, if you're just joining us, the crew went out to see SZA and Kendrick last night, and everybody is twisted.
Man, shut
Jess
up.
is a little
You keep
high.
telling that same
Charlamagne
silly
is drunk.
story.
And you it's the truth. I just want people to know.
No,
People are like, what the hell are they
so
acting
let me
like that?
clarify.
Yes.
So the Gates Foundation, which was founded in 2000, along with his ex-wife Melinda
my
Gates,
goodness.
is an organization that gives money, billions of dollars every year to health aid, foreign aid, and other public assistance programs.
Okay.
So any aid that helps communities, it might, I don't know that specifically, but it might help out that type of one too.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Damn. Well, go ahead. Continue.
But why would he get like he has 3 kids? Like he's not gonna get the money to his kids?
Well, they will get so there's a percentage. I believe it's like because it's like a 1% that he's keeping of his fortune that they will get some of.
Only 1%?
Yeah, it'll be so he's going to still have
only
$1.62 billion will be left, and his kids will get some of that.
You know how much 1% of $200 billion is?
Yes,
but he's
well, you know what? It should go to his kids and his family. He worked hard for that.
He has 3 adult children.
He has 3 children. Give it to his kids.
His kids work hard. It's some stuff that we don't know about his kids. His kids, what do his kids be doing?
Black family ain't gonna they're not just gonna give it to
I
people they
don't know
know
exactly what his kids
They're not gonna leave it to their animals and stuff like that.
But there's a lot of billionaires that do this. Like this is like a normal thing for billionaires. I don't know if I would do it, but people do this. He's not the first person to do this.
I actually think it's a very noble thing to do to spread your wealth around. Like if you got that much money, why hoard it? Or why just pass it all on to your family? You give your family a little bit, they gonna be fine. You got more than enough for them to be fine, and then you give it to other people who need it.
I mean, you can do whatever you want with your money, but I'd rather give it to people that like your community that don't have it, that they can start, right? Because we usually don't start from zero. We start from negative. So to give it to our own community where they can have a lift in this world, I would.
Well, that's what he's
giving it
doing.
to his community.
To his community, yeah. Or whoever he Well, no, I mean, okay, so look, he said that spending down his fortune will help to save and improve many lives, which will have a positive ripple effect in, because a lot of the foundations in the different aids, the financial aid, the foreign aids that they're helping, these are people in need.
How many aids are there? I'm just joking.
It's people in need, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Well, give me some, goddammit. Okay, give it some to the Mental Wealth Alliance. All right.
Do they help mental health aids?
Health aid, mental health, and physical health. Yeah, that's a part of it. So
that's good.
Yeah. Now
doing that.
He also says too that this way, by doing it this way, he can make sure that his intentions are honored. So the way that he would have lived his life after his passing, and what he would have, because they've been doing this.
All right, I respect. That's his money. He can do what he wants with it.
Beautiful.
You doing it?
What?
You would give away all your wealth at passing?
I got a lot of
I'm
family.
going to try to live forever.
All right, go ahead, Jess.
To get that money. If I work for it, no. Y'all put it in the casket. We're going to need a few of them. But
Jesus Christ.
I'm taking it with me.
Envy?
I'm good. I got a big family. I'm going to try to help everybody from Queens.
You what?
I know that's right.
Why not? You know how much money that is? If you give just everybody $1 million, that'll change their life.
But he's saying
the same thing.
Right,
yes.
You would do that.
Yes. Okay. I was about to say that's the same thing. Charlamagne, what you doing?
Absolutely.
Really?
He give it to all his boyfriends.
I like what Bill Gates said. I would live my life the same way that I would want to live my. What did he say? What did you say after he died?
He said that basically he wants his intentions to be honored.
No, but you said something. He would live the way he would if he was alive or something like that.
So I said that he wants his intentions to be honored. So this is him making sure that the way he lives his life in person is happening after he passes away.
That's that same because I like that. I like doing stuff like that now. So yes, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, because just for some background, the Gates Foundation has long been one of a leading foundation among doing things like this. What?
We don't care no more.
I just wanted to let y'all know.
Shout out to SZA and Kendrick. You see my merch?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, you got it.
Why didn't you get us that? Where did you get that from?
know.
You see my I Love SZA shirt?
Charlamagne, hold on.
No, that's Ladybug.
Hold on.
What are you talking about?
Hold on, Charlamagne.
I was just in here dressed like a member of Duck Dynasty. I got this at the merch stand last night.
All
I
right.
didn't see a merch. I did get there late.
Again, if you're just joining us, they went to go see SZA and Kendrick, and
I had a ball.
Effed up. Charlamagne.
Can I
was
see the
drunk.
back of the shirt?
Jess's eyes are low as she took 10 edibles.
Right, because I'm not drunk.
And Loren just looks mysterious this morning.
I like when I get dragged out the house because my daughter loves SZA, right? So, you know, last year we went to the SOS tour. This year she wanted to go see SZA and on tour with Kendrick. I've never even seen Kendrick perform because, you know, I don't like to go nowhere. But I thoroughly enjoyed it last night. I left that concert inspired. I love seeing people be unapologetically black on the highest level.
Yeah, my older kids went last night. They had an amazing time. They said SZA sounded amazing. They had a great time at the show. I actually went to a play. I took my kids to Broadway.
Yes.
Took them to see Wicked.
What we was doing last night, Jess?
We was out there. We was drinking and having fun, just drugging all up in the
Thank you for a great time, Charlamagne.
We had some good wings. It was amazing.
I had so many wings.
What did your husband ask for? I heard when he was in the suite.
Tacos.
They had wings.
By the way,
he was looking for the tacos.
By the way, he don't give Mexican.
Salute to Kelly at MetLife.
Y'all look real good last night. When you was walking back from the bathroom, I said, "Oh, look at them." Yes. Okay.
Kelly from MetLife texted me and said, "Hope all the food was good last night. Tell Jess I apologize. No tacos for her husband."
It's okay. That's so wild. That was the
right.
first question he asked Charlamagne. I'm like, why would you ask him of all people? He said, "Yo, where the tacos at?"
Oh my God!
I can't. Please don't do that.
The funniest part is when SZA and Kendrick do that sketch, and SZA turns to Kendrick and say, "All your fans are Mexican," and Chris goes, "That's crazy."
That's crazy. All right. That was kind of like the latest with Loren. I'm sorry. It is what it is. They drunk up here, guys. But
Did you stop saying that?
Now you see how I feel, Charlamagne.
Would you really be drunk?
No, I don't. You be throwing things on me.
Donkey.
Now I be out. Oh.
Donkey of the Day is up next, and because Charlamagne is a little twisted, he's
Did you
opened it
stop?
up.
No, that's not true. I did it last week like this, and I wasn't a little twisted.
He was a little tired.
He was a little tired last week.
No, I like opening up the phone lines and allowing people to give people Donkey of the Day on Fridays. I think that's fun.
800-585-1051 if you want to give somebody Donkey of the Day.
One more thing.
Miss Pat will be joining us.
I just want to say shout out to Kendrick Lamar and SZA because Luther, which is my favorite song with them, has been #1 on the charts for Hot 100 charts for 11 weeks.
That's
11
right.
weeks.
Hell yeah.
11 weeks strong.
Kendrick and SZA.
And now this week they're fighting with Nokia.
Yeah.
It's between those two, yeah.
It's always a back and forth.
Back and forth to see who's
The
number
tour
one.
history is back and forth with Drake too.
Yep.
I'll tell you something else. It was raining right until Kendrick got on stage.
Yes. Ain't that crazy? Like, it was raining hard, too.
You know why?
Until he went out there.
UMG controls the weather.
Crazy.
UMG controls the weather.
Now Drake gonna put that in his lawsuit.
Yes.
All right. I tell you what.
It's the Breakfast Club.
You're
guys.
always have something
You're
to talk
checking out the Breakfast Club. It's your time to nominate a donkey of your own. Remember now, it's how they choose. Call in now, 800-585-1051.
Yes, listen, Donkey of the Day for Friday, May 9th is always about you, the people, man. On Fridays, I like to open the phone lines and allow you, the people, to give folks the biggest hee-haw. So, good morning. Who's this?
Yo, this is Twan from Mobile. I called a little bit earlier. Wanted to give Donkey of the Day to Charlamagne the God.
Okay, go ahead, Twan.
On the Tubi promo, you promote the Breakfast Club and you say grab your popcorn, but I want to know who the hell eating popcorn at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning.
Well, it's Tubi, sir, so it's on all day. It's not just on in the morning, sir.
No, I got that. I kind of figured that, but I'm from the West Coast, so for the most part, a lot of us listen to TV shows and radio shows like around 10 o'clock in the morning. We getting ready for work.
So what you want me to say? Grab your Cinnamon Toast Crunch, grab your Cheerios, get your bowl of Cheerios right.
More like grab your toaster strudels, man. Come on, get your toaster strudels.
Grab your toaster strudels, get your toaster strudels ready. Okay.
The second one is the cat that called yesterday and tried to get Jess Hilarious. Remember, after trying to fix his mess?
Yes.
My man was bugging.
Definitely.
He was like,
Definitely.
He was like, his kids left, the mom took the kids and everything. I was like, damn. Then he tried to get at Jess on live TV.
Yes.
Or radio.
And he only got one leg. I'm like, excuse me?
You only got one leg?
Yeah. I heard, I wasn't trying to get at my man's leg, but you know what I'm saying.
Oh, he's a pirate?
Okay.
Pirate? What's wrong with you?
I don't know what he is.
Pirate got 2 legs.
Hey.
They got one arm.
Hook
on.
I just want to know what's going on with y'all and each other's butts lately.
Have a good day, man. This guy is so crazy. You can't just be hey, what's up, man? What's going on with you and each other's butts lately? What?
It's a good question.
You want to give us a prostate exam or something? Like, what's up, man? What?
Hello, who's this?
This is Monique.
Okay, Charlotte.
Good morning, Monique. Who do you want to give Donkey today to?
I'm from South Carolina.
843. What's happening?
All day.
What's going on? Who you want to give donkey to?
I'm going to give donkey today to this person in Charlotte, North Carolina, because he's trash.
You got to say his name.
Ooh, I'm going to give his middle name.
Okay.
Deontay.
Okay, what Deontay did to you? He done blowing your bunkie and got you open and ain't calling you back?
No, he ain't blow my bunkie, that's right. No, he took advantage of me in a vulnerable moment. And then it turned out him and his mama low-key probably scandalous, and I gave him a bunch of money I probably shouldn't have. But anyway, they just get donkey today.
What was the vulnerable moment? What happened? If you don't mind me asking.
I had gone through a little something with somebody else. But they ain't me.
And you let him finesse you out some money? How much?
Yeah, he finessed me. It was a lot. I ain't even gonna hold you. Him and his mama.
Him and the mama?
Yeah, the mama had somehow get my number too. And then she would start calling me for stuff. I was just too nice to them people. I was genuine, and he ain't even used to that.
And that's
damn right.
And you can't be letting them boy hit raw now. That's also what got you feeling like that.
And he, okay, now don't run out. But all he deserves donkey today, and his mama too. Shoot.
Okay, thank you for calling.
Have a good one.
Hey, that's how you know she's from Charleston. Don't run out now. That's what she said.
Hey, yo.
You know how many times I've been told that in my life? Don't run out now. Don't run out now. Good morning. Who this?
Good morning. This is Gigi.
Gigi, where you calling from?
I'm calling from Charleston, South Carolina.
843 Low Country. Who you want to give donkey today to, Gigi?
In the building. I'm giving donkey of the day. I'm just calling to get it out my system. I'm giving donkey of the day to my baby daddy.
What's his name?
They call him Chopper.
Okay, what happened?
He's just a deadbeat. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if he loses excuses, he'll find his results.
Damn, that's a ball. If you lose your excuses, you'll find your results. Let me ask you a question, though, because I always wonder this when women say that their baby daddy is a deadbeat. You know, you chose to sleep with him at some point. So did something change?
I did. At one point in time, I feel like I got catfished into the situation because people can put up a front for so long. And I mean, once I saw that it was a front, you can use the front door and get on through.
Damn. How old y'all, baby?
Yeah. He's 3, he'll be 4 in December.
Well, appreciate the blessing that is the child, is your child.
Yes, I love my baby. He's a great blessing from, what we, did, what we conceived him through. But, it was an entire lie. That's neither here nor there. Get on your job because I'm on mine.
True. And the brother still got 14 years to get it right. 14, 15 years to get it right.
I mean, he should have experience. He got other kids. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit. How many other kids he got?
My baby is 8.
God damn.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
So he's good with the first 7?
Well, he acts like he was good with the first 7.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
I don't really have any interaction with them. I mean, I've only seen certain things. I wasn't really included in their life as him taking care of them because they're way before my son.
I think we got to do a double donkey.
Yeah.
Because baby mama number 8 is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people got 8 kids and they take care of their kids.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's no excuse. You know what I'm saying? So if he was if he was trying to put on a facade, like I said, that can only last us for so long.
No, I'm talking about you. No, I'm talking about you.
I mean, I have 4 children, and I take very well care of my children. Even if I had a 5th, 6th, or 7th, or 10th child, I would take great care of my kids.
No, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm saying that you knew he had 7 kids, so you chose to let him hit raw and become baby mama number 8.
Absolutely, I did.
Yes.
I just feel like it was under false pretenses, but it's all good. You learn your lesson, you move on.
You live and you learn.
You help some choices. You live and you learn.
Have a good one, mama. Y'all talked to her for 3 minutes.
Could you stop hanging up on my people?
Sorry.
Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning. This is Vicky.
Okay, Vicky. You the last
she
one.
Said Nikki.
Oh, Nikki. You the last one. Who you want to give donkey today to?
I want to give a donkey to Envy.
Okay.
Oh my God,
what Envy do?
Envy hating on Eastside High this morning because y'all had fun at the concert and he had to go see Wicked.
I actually enjoyed seeing Wicked, but I'm just trying to get this show together. This show is crazy.
He wanted to go watch somebody ride a broomstick. You know how Envy do.
Oh my gosh.
Lizzie, I love you. I love all of y'all. But you was really hating this morning. You was acting like some waffle.
He's definitely hating.
I am not hating. You got one, her eyes are low because she high. You got one wearing sunglasses because he's drunk. And you got one that's mad mysterious this morning.
First of all,
it's all over the
you
place.
need to stop making up stuff about your coworkers because none of this stuff that you're saying is true.
I'm okay with being high, first of all.
Tell them, Jess.
Uncle Sean,
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
a Friday, and you entitled to be that way today.
That's right. We just cooling. We had a good time last night. We went to go see Kendrick and SZA. It's a phenomenal show. We just in here enjoying life. That's all.
Nikki, I'm just trying to get the show together.
I've had several Fridays like that, and I was the one that was drunk.
There you go.
Thank you, Nikki.
It's crazy. I got
Jess, I want you to enjoy your Mother's Day.
Thank you, boo.
Happy
Pre-gaming
Mother's
right
Day,
now.
Jess.
Thank
She
you.
started early.
Happy Mother's Day.
Lizzie, I need you to do better. I need my waffle colors Negro to do better.
I'm just trying to get everything together. They've been talking for 20 minutes straight. They've been all
It's
over.
a radio show.
On the radio.
We supposed to talk.
Yeah, exactly. Now, when I don't do my job, y'all be ready to fire me. So I'm talking now.
Goodbye, Nikki.
Good weekend.
Thank you, Nikki.
Oh, my
Listen,
goodness.
we appreciate all of y'all that called in for Donkey of the Day. I like opening the phones up on Fridays and letting y'all do Donkey of the Day. And today was a great day to do it.
Hell yeah.
And salute to SZA and Kendrick Lamar. Did we say that yet?
Yes, actually we did. We can say it one more time though. Salute to them.
All I ever wanted was a black Grand National.
F band rational, given with the X.
Yeah, two unapologetically black people doing it at the highest level. If they come to your city, it's not like they need us to promote this tour. The tour be selling out everywhere.
right?
But if they come to your city, go see it, man.
Jesus, all right. When we come back, Miss Pat will be joining us.
Big interview coming up.
What'd you say?
What?
What you say?
What? That's a big interview. It's Miss Pat.
I know. It sounds like he's going to say big
Yeah, that's what it sound like you said.
No,
Oh, my gosh.
No.
All right, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
And she getting all the money, man.
No,
Yes, you are. You getting all. You eating, Miss Pat. You are
I've been
eating.
eating. I get food stamps back in the day,
Yes.
and I still buy them.
Miss Pat, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, Miss Pat.
Miss Pat.
Good morning, Jess. Good morning, light skin.
morning,
What's
Miss
up,
Pat.
greasy black man?
I love when Miss Pat come in.
Yeah, you got a little retainer in his mouth. You ready to eat some?
No, I take it out in the morning.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh, them
yeah,
teeth
yeah.
straight. You have really came a long way since Whitney Williams.
Yes. I take it out in the morning. I actually smell my retainer every morning, so I stay humble.
Yeah, you look like you nasty like that. You like you take you floss and eat it.
So how you feeling? You got a new show back? How's everything going?
This is second half of season 2 of Miss Pat Settles It, and working on season 3. Just wrapped season 5 of the Miss Pat Show.
Hey.
I'm feeling good.
It's only season 2. Miss Pat settled it.
Well, this is the second half. We going into in a couple weeks. We about to start taping season 3. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm trying to work out here.
How does it feel, Miss Pat? Like, how does it feel to be living all your answered prayers?
You know what? It's okay. It's not bad. You know, I've never had that I made it moment until I finished my house.
And you
I
finally
put a
finished your house.
dome over my house. And I was like, okay, you might be doing it.
Nice.
So I'm proud of myself. I am. I don't let a lot of people come to my house, but I'm proud of myself.
And you did all the work yourself, right?
No, I did the contracting, the general contracting part myself. Yeah, that was from TikTok and how to architect because I thought I was going to save some money.
Did you save money?
No. Well, you know, I wanted to buy $5,000 faucet. So if I got rid of the general contractor, I thought I could do it. So I splurged in areas, but I still made some mistakes. But it's up. It looks good.
And you finished right before deportation started, so that was good.
Yeah, up.
What you mean, working? That's what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
That's what she told you. I thought you said last time.
I didn't say about no deportation.
No,
Don't put that on me. Oh, you just think I hire all Mexicans to do my work? Hey, they deporting black people too.
That is
But
true.
I did finish before deportation. And thank God I finished before deportation because I would have had to go up there and shake the president. Hey, but you know what? I was worried about my housekeeper. I've never really had a housekeeper, so I got one that I can afford. And I told her, I said, look here, if it come down to it, this is the Underground Railroad over here. Come hire your people downstairs, and you know you can work with me for free until all of this is over.
I don't think you should say that publicly, Miss Pat.
Why not?
I just don't feel like you
If
should
they
say
run up in there, I'm saying, I didn't know they were here.
Hey, yo.
So how did you and your husband, because I know he was there, he was part of building the house. Did y'all argue a lot? Because you talking about $5,000 faucets.
No, he didn't argue a lot. He just, all he cared about, how was I making his bedroom? Because we in separate bedrooms now. And I love it.
Y'all love that?
What? Okay. I've been married 32 years. If you get an opportunity to separate from your husband, you know, like...
If you get an opportunity to separate from your husband.
Hey, without a divorce, you go over there, I go over there. I love it. And people always ask me, how y'all gonna get together? I FaceTime. You want to hit it? Come on over here. Take a bath and get it ready for you. You know, I shave something back. Come get some.
So are there some nights...
I don't shave for fun.
Are there some nights where,
you know, I don't shave for fun.
You want to watch a movie, he come over, he just end up falling asleep in your room?
No,
I fall asleep in his room.
I will wake him up. We don't do sleepover. We don't do sleepover. Take your ass in your room, and I'm gonna sleep in my room. We get through with it. Going on over to your room. I don't do that.
You don't ever yearn and long just to spend a night in the same bed? Not one, at least one night a month.
Yes, I've been having sex since elementary school. I don't yearn for nothing.
You had sex in elementary school?
Yes. I don't know why y'all got started so late.
Damn.
I read your book, ma'am.
You ain't read. I sent you my book. It ain't even back down.
It's probably, but I did read it.
You ain't read. You read the index part of it.
No, I did.
You ain't never got a lot of me.
I was about to say something from the book. That's how you talk about you was having sex in elementary school, not because
everybody
you wanted
know
to.
that I've told that story 100 times.
She has.
Huh?
Thank you.
She's been up here.
Well, give me something else from the book. I bet y'all know something.
No, you give me something from the book. You read the damn book. I don't remember the book.
You got your shot off.
Oh,
you
everybody know I got my
and it grew
back. It was the nipple. They bust the area.
Oh, okay.
I had Medicaid. They just laid it back up there.
But I did read Rabbit.
Boy,
Rabbit was a phenomenal read. Rabbit should be a movie.
You don't. It should be a movie, but you don't have to lie to me. We real friends, Charlamagne.
No. Now, one thing he do read books now.
Yeah, but he didn't read my
book. He don't watch movies.
I read Rabbit like 7 years ago.
Pat said I shot my nipple off. Just goes. It was just a nipple. Oh, okay, all right, you good?
Yeah, because he said she got a boob shot off. I'm like, dang, and it grew back because she's sitting there with two of them right now. So I'm like, what the hell happened?
I gotta lie. They could have shot half of it off, and I still would have had more than you, Jess.
Honestly, you know what Rabbit remind me of, and I just thought about this. It's probably a new genre called it's like true crime dramedy. That's what I would describe it as. Because there's a lot of crime in Rabbit.
It was a lot of crime committed in Rabbit. Yes, it was. But he ain't read it. But anyway, we still friends.
You never thought, has nobody ever wanted to turn it into a screenplay?
We're
I know
working
the TV show
on
is
it.
loosely based off it.
Well, we're working on it. I could see it. To tell the whole story, we really need a mini series. So we talking about it. I'm always trying to dib and dab into something with my life to let people know it's okay to laugh at the bullshit you went through in life. So that's what I'm always doing.
You know you keeping the lights on at BET. You do know that, right? You and Tyler Perry?
Well, you gotta say Tyler Perry. I only got 2 shows over there.
BET only got 4.
Well, damn. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you saying that. I wish they would give me an opportunity to create some more. So we're working on some things. I'm trying to sell to everybody. Yeah. This is a new prostitution ring for me. You white man, you got the money. I got the legs to open for you.
That's right.
That's all selling is, right? You just go in there. I'm here for Upfront. I went to Upfront last night, and it was so funny because I've never been invited to Upfront before, and I didn't know what to expect. And I walked out. It's just all white people. They're advertising, and the prompter, teleprompter is wrong. I don't do well with teleprompter because I don't read out loud like that.
Yeah,
I've been practicing over the years, and boy, that teleprompter got it wrong. And I was like, hey, I got a GED. Stop this mess right now. I can't. I just went into a whole full set and got a standing ovation. I was like, whoa, I'm glad I'm a comedian.
The whites love us.
Oh, they do till they do.
You just said that you'll open your... No, man.
No, I won't really open my leg, but I will open.
I know what
something.
you meant, though.
Well, the whites love us to booty hole cost you $50 million.
God dang.
We in the wrong business, Charlamagne.
Hell no, I couldn't get no $50 million for this booty hole.
If it ain't been in. Somebody been in.
Somebody must have been with that used booty. Used booty is crazy.
Man, he just told y'all somebody been in his ass. Mine is a virgin. Mine is a virgin.
We don't believe it.
We don't believe it. You just said somebody is used, okay.
Man, if somebody had got this booty, I wouldn't be working there.
Yes, it was. Whitney stuck her finger in it. That's why you working.
God damn.
I was molested.
You did sit on her lap. You did sit on my lap.
Everybody know when your uncle sat on your lap, he's sticking a finger thumb in your hand. Oh, Lord, have mercy. We gonna have to write a movie about you. We know you're a victim, and you liked it because you stayed on there about 5 years.
Now, when Miss Pat settles it, how do you take Ray J serious?
You don't take Ray J serious. You know, Ray J called me one day and said he had an idea for a show. And I said, what is it, Ray J? He said, me and Lou Nell as mysteries, beating young guys in negligee, walking them like a dog. I said, first of all, who the want to see Miss Pat and Lou Nell in a negligee?
Walking white men beating.
Yeah, beating them. Because I don't know. I said, Ray J, I don't know if you high, but I'm married. And second of all, I never had on a negligee, at least since the 7th grade. So why would me and Lou Nell, big ass, now Lou Nell probably do it, because I've seen her do some crazy. But me in a negligee with my titty hanging and they uneven.
I like to see that. You like to see that, right? No, I'm the only one. I think you should do it, Miss
Me
Pat.
or Lou Nell, coochie wouldn't show from the front. We got all this extra
But you say you wouldn't wear negligee, but you was in Belize with a 2-piece on.
You a damn lie one on them, you mistake me for my daughter Ashley. Shout out to my daughter Ashley. She finally got engaged.
Yes.
Hey,
congratulations.
I'm about to plan a gay wedding, and so they asked me to do it right. And I don't know nothing about planning no gay wedding, so I went straight to Pinterest and picked out a gay cake with the rainbow in the middle. And I sent her, I said, y'all like this cake? She like, that's gay. I'm like, well, what the
you? Right. But they don't like you to just put gay. Just because you gay don't mean she need a gay cake.
She said she want a straight cake. I'm like, y'all ain't doing straight
Now you got to put a dildo on the top, like a candle. Instead of candles, have a dildo on the top.
A dildo with a tuxedo and a gown on it. That's a good ass.
But does she want to wear a gown or does she want to wear a tux?
No, my daughter is the film.
Yes.
But I think she do the down because she's so rough. I think she the one that put on the scrap on, but really she the girl. Thank God, because my daughter look just like me. I don't want my daughter to look like no with my face. So
did you know it was gonna happen? Like she come to y'all and ask you like
I planned. Well, she asked me when we was planning the trip. She said, "Can I ask your daughter to marry her?" I said, "Hell yeah, you can." And so I set it up. And the first day we was gonna get on the boat. I stayed on one side of the island because I wanted a little peace, and we gonna take the boat over to San Pedro. And you know my whole family is fat, so I rent a fishing boat.
All y'all?
Yeah.
Nice.
Damn, all y'all?
That's cool. No.
The grandbaby's still skinny.
Okay.
So it's 18 of us. We get on a fisherman boat to go over there, and I'm not lying. Do you know the boat got water in it because we was so heavy?
Why would y'all do that? Y'all know y'all big. Why would you get on?
Why would they let them all get on?
Yeah,
the thing is, they don't know.
I didn't know that
The
you
capacity.
couldn't take that many people, because I said it was 18 people. I think they thought it was 18 small people, but it was 18 people, and probably 16 of us was thick. And we took off in the boat, and the boat just got water. And he was telling my son, who was the biggest, get on east side of the boat to rock the water. I said, man, turn this around. So I told her, I said, you're going to have to wait the next day. The next day, she got ready to propose. My daughter got drunk and started hunching on everybody like a little freak. And I was like, you sure you want to marry this? And then finally, when we stopped her from drinking, she was able to ask her.
Oh. We need to go back to the first day. So you mean to tell me that you messed up a proposal because everybody was too thick? You don't understand how that sounds.
Well, we wasn't the girl side who you put on the whole couch up here, but we was thick. Damn. I text that motherfucker, if you ever in your life tease me about my weight again, I'll punch you in your greasy ass face.
You know he's an ass. I'm surprised if he would have thought about it, he would have pulled that couch up there for you too.
I would never do that. Miss Pat ain't that big.
That's what I told them to do for
talking
her.
like that.
No, I'm not. And I've been on Manzaro or whatever the hell it is. So Manjaro, yeah. So I've lost a few.
How long you been?
Then what happened?
Kiss my ass.
How long was you taking it before you stopped? What happened?
I ain't even stop. I'm still on it.
When you no sense.
How much weight did you lose?
Every Pat is talking.
I'm not saying
No,
I should have worn a tighter shirt.
Yo, stop, y'all. Damn.
This could be your first time going to a gay wedding?
Yeah, this is my first time going to a gay, because my daughter tried to get me to go to a gay church, but
That's a gay church.
in Atlanta. But the first lady was a man looked like you with a hat on. And I was like, actually, I don't know. We should play, I don't know if we should do that. I can't go there.
She was still identifying as the first lady?
Yeah, he was identified as the first lady.
That's really a gay church?
You know it's a gay church.
I didn't know that.
Boy, the way you put grease on your face, you know everything.
Yo.
So it says that in your podcast you're taking your health serious and you started your own garden.
Yeah, I did. I started a garden. Yeah.
Oh, I know that's right. What you planting?
I planted some beans. I planted some lettuce. I planted some greens. I planted some tomatoes.
Biscuits. I started to say biscuits. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You started to say biscuits.
I don't know who raised him, but y'all didn't raise this Negro right.
Planting some biscuits is crazy.
I planted some for Charlamagne. He like them cucumber size, so they'll fit. Yes, I did. Come on by the house. I got something for you in 3 months.
You got some of them going
I sure did. You know how he like them miniature. He like to them whole.
Oh my
Damn.
God.
You really are on that for real?
Yeah, what wrong with it?
Nothing.
You on Vaseline, ain't you?
Yes, he's shining right now, yo. Oh my God.
Cocoa butter wearing what cocoa butter for deodorant and cologne.
Damn. But are you for real? Are you changing your diet and stuff?
Girl, go to hell. I mean, boy, go to hell.
You said it right the first time.
I'm tired of talking about this diet. You'll see me next time I come back in a spandex.
I can't wait.
I bet you can't f***ing wait. Dirty. I cannot stand him. I cannot stand him. We just wrapped season 5 of the Miss Pat Show. Coming out in the fall.
I know, talk to us about that. I think it's just so many layers to the Miss Pat Show, and then it's built up.
Layers to Miss Pat too.
Many.
What?
It's been
to your lips also. See, this is why.
No,
see,
I meant layers like life.
You know, back in the day, I whooped ass like you. Period.
That's right.
I whoop folks' ass like you because you all these little jabs you doing at my neighbor.
She said it's layers to the show, but it's because it's layers to Miss Pat. That's why.
But you the only person that can call me fat and get away with it.
Never call Miss Pat fat.
No, you're not.
You just use other words.
Yeah. I love you, Envy, because he's so low down and dirty.
And now you're on tour as well.
I am on tour. I'm in Cleveland this weekend. Come on, Cleveland, get your tickets. Then I'm in Virginia Beach.
That's sold out. That's sold out.
I just added a show in Virginia Beach.
Okay.
I did. So go get your tickets for the matinee show. Work the out of me.
Oh, and then you going back to Ohio. Columbus.
Okay. Columbus. Come on, Columbus. Get your tickets.
You had Hilarities this weekend.
I love Hilarities.
Yes. May 9th through the 11th.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. So I'm happy.
Well, we love you, Miss Pat.
I love you too, Charlamagne.
And check out new episodes of Miss Pat Settles It Wednesdays at 10 p.m. And we appreciate you. I love when Miss Pat.
And when season 5 starts,
Season 5 starts in the fall. That's all I can say right now.
Okay.
Season 5 starts in the fall. So make sure y'all get tickets to all the places that I'm going before. Because, hey, we need to laugh. This is a time that we need to laugh.
And Scott Mills is about to be up here. He might be up here now if you need to press him about anything.
Scott Mills about to be up here?
Yeah. He up here now.
We got him next.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just texting with him this morning. What are you up here for?
I think the BET Awards. Yeah.
106 Park. They bring him 106 Park back.
They're doing something
for
106
the
Park.
BET Awards, yeah.
Oh, they about to bring it back?
For the BET
I don't know if they're
Awards.
bringing it back, but it's like
something special for the BET Awards.
Yeah, and he's here with AJ, Terrence, and
like
Roques.
a tribute.
Oh, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. That was back in the day when I had a shape.
I know that's right. Yes.
Nah, it wasn't that long ago.
So shut up, man. It's Miss Pat.
I'm about to put this.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. It's time for Pastor Oaks. Go.
DJ, cause that's my DJ. I say go DJ, cause that's my DJ. Yeah, DJ, come spin, now come spin.
What's up, Nyla?
Hey, girl. What's up, guys? How are you?
Nyla Symone, Big Nyla, what's happening?
Nyla, let me just fill you in. The class today.
Shut up. God damn. Fill your beard in.
The class today is
Fill the rest of your beard
is a
in.
little drunk. So
that explains it.
Her eyes are low because she's high.
Wait, so the smoothie is fake?
No, the smoothie is very much real.
Listen to Envy if you want to.
Charlamagne drunk. That's why he has sunglasses on.
From yesterday?
Yes, from last
From
night.
the tour?
Yes.
You turned up for Kendrick.
He sure
I
did.
did. You know, my daughter loves SZA, and
Yes.
she wanted to go to the concert. You were supposed to be there.
Yes.
But you was in the hair salon all day.
I was in the hair salon, then I had to DJ.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Your hair looks good, by the
Keep
way.
moving, because
Thank
he's
you.
going to go somewhere
Fantastic
else.
show, though. Fantastic show.
Really?
Yes.
I'm gonna try to go today, actually.
We're talking
You should. I think you
production-wise,
would enjoy it.
you would love it.
Yeah, but the other dilemma outside of me getting my hair done on way, which by the way, shout out to the Way Salon, shout out to Alicia, she did a good job, custom color, cool. But also,
So you can shout that out to everybody, but can't tell Lauren. See what
See,
I'm talking
that's
about?
what I said.
That's what I'm talking
That's why I said, Nyla, just go
Lauren
with it.
hair looks good though. That's why I'm so confused.
Leave it alone.
Anyway,
Salute to
outside of
Lauren.
that, why is it all the way in Jersey?
Why are you praying?
Because that's what they
Oh,
have.
right, the MetLife, right?
Yes.
The concert. I
'Cause
know.
it's an arena
It
tour.
said 46 minutes to get there.
It's an arena tour. It doesn't take that long, but it's an arena tour.
MetLife
No, it was
Stadium.
46 minutes because it was raining and it was
Oh,
traffic
yesterday,
to get
right.
there
Very
and then
much
to
rainy.
leave as well because I was going to go and
It was
anyway.
worth it.
I'm sure it was. That's why I'm going to check it out today. But in the meantime, let's get into these tunes because I have a few I want to hit. Let's start off with Jordan Adetunji with X in the City. Thoughts?
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like Jordan Tunji. That was cool.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed too much by that record.
Okay,
It was
okay.
all right.
All right.
Not, you know.
He already has a hit. You know, we're
That's what I'm
going
saying. I'm
for
sure
the
he
next
can
Yes,
sound
I like Jordan.
Yes.
That just sound like something the Weeknd, you know.
Like
would've-
Tory Lanez,
Yeah,
Weeknd, Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Okay.
Weeknd recorded it but didn't want to put it out.
Oh, that's the reference track. Okay, well, anyways, let's try again. Here's another record. This is from a UK artist named Nippa and is produced by This Is London, who signed to LVRN, and he just dropped his project today, so make sure you guys stream it. But my favorite record, well, one of them is Unfair.
It's chill. I like it.
Chill?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not really. I mean, it's cool. It's all right. I mean, you know, it feel like something I heard before.
Both those records weren't great records. They were just cool records to me.
Yeah, and it just feel like something I heard before. Like, it ain't.
Am I getting better by the record? I'm trying to
It
pick.
does give a back in the day feel. Like,
nostalgic.
Like
Okay.
like I don't know, like a Mario B2K tape.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, we've heard that before. It's like, it's nothing new. Don't
Fine.
It's not bad, though.
Okay, there's this artist that I recently discovered. Her name is Linda Dawn, and this record is called Move.
That's a Stone Cold groove right there, Jack.
Yeah.
Stone Cold.
And that matches my
I like
outfit.
that. That was tough.
I like that.
song matched my outfit.
Okay, right.
But from the beat drop, you can hear
The
that
little
though.
shoulders.
That was tough.
Okay.
That was
And
Luke
then her
and Linda Dawn.
vocals.
Stone Cold. What?
That was tough.
Why did that roll off the tongue for you? Like you said this
'Cause
before.
I'm 46.
What that mean?
That's our lingo. Stone
No.
Cold groove
You-
right there, Jack.
You was born in the 80s.
78.
You do not have to do
Oh,
that.
70s?
1978, man.
Oh, I know it's the 1900s. It's hard to keep up. But either way, you was not using that lingo. Okay, two more, I swear, and then I'm done. Connie Diamond dropped a new joint called Jack.
I think I seen a video
Yeah,
for this. I
that's
see
dope.
some
I heard
online.
that
Yeah, it's
already.
dope.
That's dope.
Okay,
That is,
I heard that
I got
already.
somebody, what she said?
Please,
She said,
please, no. Last one. Last one is off of a short film that 2 Chainz, I think, wrote. It's called The ATL Experience, and it's featuring Ronald Isley and the Isley brothers.
Oh, this hard. Hard.
Yeah, I heard that
It
before.
is
So that's all
hard.
right.
It's
Hard.
hard.
It's cool to see 2 Chainz with the Isley brothers.
Yeah.
man,
Chainz be
listen,
rapping.
It
2
just
Chainz is
sounds just collectively. It sounds great.
2 Chainz is a
Well,
Stone
yes.
Cold groove, Jack. Okay.
Why are you?
2 Chainz said in the AHIB rate high, you better use protection.
I know that line is actually
That
wild
is
to me.
actually
I thought
really
about that.
crazy.
good
I
advice.
wanted to. I was
Great
even
advice.
gonna bring it up. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, yeah.
I thought the same thing. It's
Yeah.
great advice, but it's also just like, oh wow, it's really. I
Yeah.
thought that was just
At
like
least he's making us
Instagram.
aware.
I appreciate that.
Bringing awareness.
I ain't never. Actually, let me not even say.
Tough tune. Tough tune that was.
Yo, you came back from the Kendrick tour talking like a soul singer.
No, he's drunk.
Soul.
He's just
Listen,
drunk.
I was very inspired by the Kendrick Lamar SZA concert. I really enjoyed it. I love seeing two people be their unapologetically black selves at the highest level.
I really want to go for reincarnated and not like
He
us.
did reincarnate.
Yeah,
he did.
He did Man at the Garden.
Yes,
all right.
He did Euphoria.
Oh, he did Euphoria. All right, I'm going today. I'm
Oh
going
my
today.
God, did he do Euphoria?
All right, not too much. Not too much.
Disrespectful with it.
Okay, if you guys like the
Your
records.
uncle has on sunglasses in the daytime.
Yeah,
I
they're
just want you to know that.
disrespectful with it because they rubbing it in like I was there. Like, okay, I get
I wanted
it.
to rap Euphoria with my niece.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I wanted to do. We be having a good time when that Euphoria be coming on in the car.
Yeah.
We do.
You know what I'm saying?
Word for word.
You know what I mean?
It was lit. It was lit though.
All right, I'm gonna check it out. But if you guys like the records that you heard today, make sure you guys check it out on my playlist at Nyla Symone on Instagram. Sorry, click link in bio for it. NYLASYMONEEE. While you guys are there, make sure you subscribe to my podcast. We Need to Talk. We drop new episodes weekly. Our latest episode out was with Loj, the Nigerian Afrobeat artist. And then lastly, make sure you guys follow Certified Vibe in general. We have a new Battle of the Beats coming up in partnership with Timberland's Beat Club. So I'm really excited for that, and we're opening submissions up, so make sure you guys submit.
All
Big
right.
Nyla.
Thank you, Nyla.
Thank you.
All right, the People's Choice Mix is up next. Let's go.
Wake up. You're locked into the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now we got a salute for Miss Pat for joining us this morning.
Salute to Big Pat, man. Pat
Miss
ain't no
Pat.
joke. What you mean?
Not Big Pat.
I
Miss
mean
Pat.
big as in like her status. Like
no, her name is Miss Pat.
Miss Pat. I love Miss Pat. She's doing her thing. Season 5 of the Miss Pat show coming soon, and her new court show, season 2 of Miss Pat Settles It.
Yep, and also Emma. Is it Grede or Grede?
Emma Grede. Emma's a big dog. CEO and founder of Good American. One of the owners of Skims.
That's right.
Love talking to her. You know why I love talking to her? Because she's one of 4 girls. And I got 4 daughters. So I'm just always intrigued by women who do the things that she's doing, making it to that level. What was instilled in them when they were young. You know what I mean?
She's very confident.
Very.
Yep. Yeah. Now, Jess, you doing something this weekend for Mother's Day?
Yes. Tomorrow I will be in Detroit. I'm actually leaving today. I got some things. I got dinner or whatever. And I need your spot in Detroit.
Cannabis?
Yes.
I got you.
Absolutely. But One Mic Comedy Club, Jess Hilarious, will be there tomorrow. There is no 11 a.m. brunch. The brunch is canceled, but we do have the 2 shows that are now sold out, y'all. I cannot wait to get there. I will be doing meet and greet after the 9:30 show. And I got a little something for the women for the 7 o'clock show tomorrow. So I can't wait to see y'all. Detroit, I get there tonight.
All right. And don't forget my car show. Today is Friday, so if you haven't got your tickets, get your tickets. It goes down July 19th out in the 757. That's one of 2 I'm doing this year. The first one, like I said, will be in the Hampton Roads area. So Hampton, Norfolk, Portsmouth, Newport News, Virginia Beach, surrounding cities. So Richmond, North Carolina is close by, DMV, pull up. And if you want to put your car in the show, I want to see what you guys are driving out there. You can email me, djmvcarshow@gmail.com, and let me know what you're driving. Hopefully you can put your car in the show. 5 and under are free for kids.
Dominicans, bring your Hondas, baby. You know what I mean?
Tickets $20.
Yeah, your boy got a section for you. Family section.
On 1995.
1999 tickets are done.
Family
They
section.
done 1999 tickets
So
done.
what are they now?
They are $29.99.
Oh, that's
Regular
still a good price.
Regular price, yes.
$30.
That's right.
Salute to Logan, too. Logan in the building.
Logan's
the
in.
man of the house.
Yo, shut up.
Right? The man of the KC household is here. About time we get to see the man of the house.
Leave us on a positive note, you guys.
The positive note is simply this. Kindness is doing what you can where you are with what you have. Kindness costs nothing. So go be kind to somebody this weekend, okay? Have a great day.
Why you didn't give us something fun?
That was fun.
No,
only a mean person from Baltimore would think kindness not fun.
No, give us something fun.
That was fun.
No,
we'll see y'all Monday.
Go ahead.
Breakfast Club, bitches.
Y'all finished or y'all done?